It's the recycle guy again. What am I talking about this minute? It's about finance. It's about resources. I don't know how to get ramped up on social media to start requesting funding, but I need to do this. I got to get this done. I lost both of my trucks. I've been renting from Penske for over a year. You think that they put me on some kind of plan to help me buy a truck, but hey, they like the prices they're charging me on renting them. Penske and U-Haul, this pretty much broke me. So now I'm shut down. Tomorrow I will go and assist a client. I will do a school district. Just to tell you, I got the Berkeley Unified School District. I pick up all their material. So I'll do a bunch of schools tomorrow. I pretty much got to give the material away because I can't afford to pick it up. So I just got to pick it up and just give it away. This has got to change. Picking up lots of material, and I have access to lots of material. I've got to find funding. I'm not going to give up. This YouTube, and I like this YouTube because it's going to allow me to practice, allow me to go back over and look at what I'm doing, how I'm approaching the conversation. That's what I'm attempting to do, is to get better at approaching the conversation, raising the resources necessary to get it up and running. I've been working so damn hard, jumping in and out of dumpsters, grabbing material. I mean, I did 5 floors of Macy's and basically got robbed on the material. All the materials I sent to the scales during the month of February, they just played games with me. They knew I had that contract, so they were like, oh, we're going to get him now. And they got me. They got me. I didn't make any money. Did a whole lot of work, worked all through the night, day and night. I worked that whole month doing that Macy's job. Macy's, in the end, they treated me right. It was a difficult process, but I got through that. I'm maintaining some very healthy insurance, $2,900 a year. It took me so long to recover my resourcing out of that job that it basically broke me down. So I'm getting big contracts, so I've got access to big clientele, but I gotta find resourcing. That's the trick. And I gotta get this app up and running. So I gotta find an app developer and a little bit of resourcing. And it's all seriously on. Thanking the Lord for this social media thing. It's kind of like free advertising, and I'm very thankful to the folks at YouTube for giving a guy like me an opportunity to voice. Yeah, this is a tool. But back to trying to find some resources. I gotta find some resources. Going to quickness. I'm a veteran, Army veteran. I was just a private. I'm not a war vet. I was in the all-volunteer Army. I was one of the first group to join the all-volunteer force in '78. Yeah, it was an interesting period of time to be in the service. I had a good time. It was a good tour of duty. I went to Germany, served my country over in Europe, learned a lot. Really had a good time in the service. And when I got out, it was a bit hard. Ronald Reagan had cut back on unemployment, so when I got out of the Army, they told me I quit my job so I couldn't collect unemployment for a long time. So I was out on the street. That was kind of a weird experience. They put a brother on the street. I got out of the Army and I was like, bam, out on the street, living in the park. They did the veteran wrong. I got did. I sure did. I was living on the street. Then I had to go stay at my mom's house. That's another story because I grew up in foster homes, and my mom wasn't. My mom is my stepmom. My dad came back and got us out of foster homes, and I adopted my stepmom as my mom. But I haven't seen my real mother since 1972. Something like that. It's been a long time. Long, long time. And so we were just, me, my sister Phyllis, my sister Shirley, we were just bouncing in and out of foster homes. I was in so many foster homes, I don't know how many I was in. But I'm a tenacious guy. I'm just trying to have a conversation with somebody who's looking at somebody and trying to make a decision. Is this the kind of person I want to invest in? What kind of character this guy's got? So YouTube's giving me an opportunity to look myself in the face and go, oh, okay, this is what I look like, asking for money. I'm just an ordinary, blue-collar, hard-working guy. I work hard for a living. I hand load and unload 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day on a truck. Ship it to the scales. I don't expect any sympathy for the business I'm in. It's hard work. It's extremely labor intensive. But isn't that what America's all about? Hard work. Put your time in. Get paid. And right now these scrap yards are making it difficult for me to finance my way to better times. Because the more I do, the less I make right now. I don't know why that is working that way, but it is. But I intend to change that. So I got to find financing to help me change that. Because I got a damn good strategy. And I'm confident about that. And I'm confident about my ability to sell that strategy and to articulate that strategy. I'm quite aware of my capabilities. You know, I heard about the Shark Tank, and, you know, my kids say, well, Dad, go on the Shark Tank and this and that. You know, yeah, Shark Tank. Well, this is a business that's $650 billion. And if I got a fraction of that money, okay, I'd be doing good. And I think I got a strategy. A lot of people tell me, wow, Phil, that's a pretty exciting idea. What you plan to get out of that idea? And I told them, you know, this is going to sound awfully strange. And I'm putting this on YouTube. Wow, you guys are going to be like, this guy done lost his mind. But I think that my idea is an idea that will change the dynamics across the globe. It will have an effect on small guys, small business, enterprise. Because recycling is a renewable resource in America. And we just don't really quite understand it yet. But there are a few of us out there too. Okay? That's just like American steel industry has died, but the recycling is on the boom. We recycle more metal out of this country than we mine now. And there's an urban mining operation going on throughout America, quietly. There are certain companies mining huge amounts of materials that one don't think about, refrigerators, appliances, you know. There's companies like Sims Metals that really has the monopoly on getting appliances. They're dealing with one of the biggest companies that are pulling in appliances in the Bay Area. I know that for sure. Okay, and they're shipping to their yard all the time. Most of the big players are shipping to Sims. A lot of people ship non-ferrous to Alco because they advertise that they're the best price, but don't believe everything you read. Okay, because they told me the last time I was there, hey, look, Phil, we can't pay you good, so you got to go find something else to do. So hey, how are you gonna advertise you the best price? And you telling the client to go away. I don't get this. This is the reason why I need financing. Because I got a strategy that they don't like. They don't like me going after the materials for free. A majority of these guys in this business, they're brokering material. And what I mean by brokering materials, they're going to auto repair shops and buying that material from auto repair shops. They're buying this material through liquidators and liquidations. That's not me. That's not my strategy. What we provide is what we call the environmental solution. And the environmental solution is to collect this material for you not to be able to divert this, so that you don't have to send this material to the landfill. Our job is to divert this material from the landfill, so we make this process easy for you. The dynamic is different. One would say, well, no, there's a little bit of difference. No, there is a big difference. I'm in the compliance business. And what is the compliance business? The compliance business is that this material has to go to an environmental solution in which there's an audit trail, in which you can show where this material is going to be processed and where it's going to end up and what commodity stream is it headed towards, so that this material doesn't get dumped, so that someone doesn't collect this material, sort out what is the commodities, and then dump the rest. Now, there's a lot of this material I don't make money on. Let me give you an example. I don't make money on toner cartridges. I got to give that away to the state program collector. Recycler, processor. So once again, it goes back to this business having a lot of nuances, and you have to have a lot of knowledge. And what I'm intending to do is to provide that knowledge. Open the door, open the window so that folks can see in what's going on. Some of it's kind of ugly.